Ta-da-da. And we are back with another video. It's barely any time since we did the first one, and this is another one. Now we're back and we're doing like another video on the Real Madrid versus Chelsea game. I was thinking that probably this would be like a good game, like a great kind of game. Uh, Definitely not. Chelsea dominating the game. It was more like more of the same from yesterday. Courtois saving Real Madrid so many times that it was hard to count. But as predicted, it's going to be a Champions League final between Manchester City and Chelsea. And which of those two teams will now be winning it? My prediction said Chelsea. Some of the guys said Man City. But at the end, our one thing is in common between the two sides. That is, it is going to be Chelsea versus Man City. It's not going to be PSG or Real Madrid making it to the final. And I was just jokingly thinking, so this is exactly why they wanted to drop out of the ESL and go back to the Champions League. And now they've done it. So both these teams are in the Champions League final, and it's going to be Manchester City versus Chelsea. And an all English final has been set for the Champions League. Unfortunately, we don't know what's going to happen in the Europa League, which will be finalized tomorrow, and that is when we can decide to see whether Arsenal has something left in this season to look at, or is it all over for us as well. And Manchester United play AS Roma, where they have an advantage and they should be the ones going through to the final as well. So, as an Arsenal fan, things are not looking that great. On the other side, for a Real Madrid fan, I think they fought well enough from the start of the season. There were some ups and downs, and they did enough, and they did fine. I mean, they did win and go to the final, but overall, good performance from them for their season. Now they need to go back and focus on the La Liga, because that is something that is still there to be won and it's not lost yet. And the Champions League, okay, it's gone for them. Shit happens. But at the end of the day, it was an overall decent performance by Real Madrid so far to get this far in this tournament. And I think this is the first time that Zidane has been knocked out of the Champions League since he took over as a manager. And you see some good days and some bad days. Today wasn't his day, but no discredit to Tuchel. Overall, great performance from Chelsea. His team did well. I said this, that I don't think he can win the league, but this guy is looking good with respect to the Champions League, and I get the feeling that he's going to win it. So let's see if that comes true. We'll know in a few days when the two teams meet for the Champions League final. At this point of time, what we can see is that Chelsea was the better side. Today, Real Madrid did not clearly show up. And though people may say that it was all down to Tuchel, I think playing Eden Hazard was a very bad call. He didn't do anything. He was totally invisible. Agent Hazard, as I wanted to say. And I'm going to say it, Agent Hazard was so poor today. Agent Hazard couldn't do much. And apart from that, the other players were just out of it as well. Lack of energy, lack of motivation. What exact reason was it? Why were they not able to do what they were supposed to do? A few things can be credited to the way that the team was set up by Tuchel. Smart play with the five at the back. It was always expected to then be like it was expected to be a low-scoring game with those two wing backs and the three defenders at the back. So that is exactly what happened. Nothing new. Tuchel went a bit more defensive than usual, and Mendy also made a few decent saves, but Real Madrid never looked threatening. And I think the real challenge now is Manchester City versus Chelsea, where both teams will have a great opportunity to do something and produce something from this game. So if that is the case, it could be an intense battle there, and I guess things could get heated in that match. An all English final, as we said, it wasn't the most extravagant, or you can say most open game to play. But yeah, there were No, it was an open game rather, but it wasn't like you can say uh, it wasn't like a fight between two teams. It was like one side, one side dominating everything, and the other team not really in it. And okay, I can see Agent Hazard is being criticized. Agent Hazard, Agent Hazard, because if you saw Hazard's expressions when he went off, he didn't look bothered about it. He was like, okay, we just lose the game, fine, it doesn't matter. Let me show you this. This has been sent out by a Real Madrid fan, and before I invite Ryan and anyone else, let me share my screen. Let me share this with you. So this guy's really pissed at Hazard, and he says, what the fuck is this? You aren't a Madridista just by wearing the kit. You should act like one. Get this man out of my club ASAP. And that is what he says about Hazard, and his DP is a crossed image of Hazard. So Hazard, I think Hazard owes the Real Madrid fans an apology today. He does for that stinking performance that he's put on the pitch. I think he owes the Real Madrid fans an apology, and he better do that before the fans start getting to him and they start booing him. It's happened with the likes of Ronaldo, so who the hell is Hazard then? So at the end of the day, it was a very bad performance from him. Not something that would have been expected. And I think the Real Madrid fans, as I said, a lot of these fans are going to boo Hazard if he does not step up. And if Real Madrid ends up losing the league, the La Liga title, Hazard could be in trouble because they already don't really like him. They have spent around 100 million for him. Chelsea has, in a way, you can say, duped them, even though he was kind of not this injury prone or lack of fitness. The lack of fitness was not this bad, but his overall form has been crap, and he did not do anything at all today. He was like, it was a shameful performance for Eden Hazard, and he did not have any kind of remorse on his face. People just saw him walk off and just go off the pitch, and he did not look sad. He did not look upset. He did not look that we have just been knocked out of the Champions League final. No, he was like, okay, I did what I wanted to do, and it did work out, kind of thing. And okay, maybe it's time I just walk off, and he just strolled off, and that is why a lot of fans on Twitter are giving him a criticism that Hazard, not the kind of professional performance that we expect from you. Get this guy out of the club. A lot of people, I just had fun and just poked it and said that Agent Hazard. So at the end of the day, let's see what happens. They're gone from the UEFA Champions League for this season, and now the next one is their La Liga title. Can they win that title? I don't know yet, but we'll find out soon. And Jordan is in the chat. Ryan is in the chat, and they both won the link. They won the link because they want to express what they're feeling, and I have put the link in the chat, so you guys can come on. Meanwhile, I'm just looking for more places to share this video because it's gonna go crazy. And Chelsea is in the final now, as expected. Nothing new. We knew this was happening. We knew this was going to happen. So it's happened. Chelsea is in the final, and Ryan is here.
Hello, Nitish. That was a good performance.
Enjoy your moments, because I don't think Cardiff City have too many, but at least Chelsea is giving you some happy moments.
Yeah. I don't even support them really, but for now, I'll support them. Go Chelsea. Come on. But yeah, I think that was a pretty decent performance. Werner scoring. I swear, if he missed that header, that would have been the worst miss of all time, I'm telling you. But he scored it. He scored. I said he would miss. I said he wouldn't score as well.
He didn't really have too much to do in that header. Like, it was just a ball that in front of the goal, he could have walked it in. So if he missed that, he would have been gone. If he missed that, he would have been like, that would have been the end of his career. And Jordan is here as well.
Mount scored. Luckily, Mason Mount scored.
Good game today, guys. Good game today, guys. What a game today. got a game today, but
NHS system.
he never go to my way. He never go my way. He never go my way. With a good game.
Yeah,
He
it
never
was
go
a
my
good
way.
game.
He never go my way.
But you're not sad that Chelsea went ahead and Real Madrid got eliminated.
Well, it's man German opening scoring, so he do well.
Yeah, we had highlighted the same thing, that Havertz and Werner could be the difference makers, and they were indeed.
Yeah.
It all depended on how they would play, and eventually N'Golo Kante was brilliant once again. I can't believe we signed Granit Xhaka for that guy instead of that guy.
And again,
I
yeah.
know.
You do something. You do something for somebody.
You had
Super.
you had the chance to sign that guy. And you know what? Let me tell you something here. You know Barca, off topic though, you know Barca, they could have signed Haaland for $1 million more than Dembele.
But is it Chelsea squad? That is, Thomas Tuchel never get beat before. He never lose. He never lose. Like him playing. Like him playing for him today.
Who exactly?
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah,
Zeddy
he
Zidane never
doesn't.
beat him before. Zeddy Zidane never beat him before. So I like how him play today.
Yeah, I think it's the PSG bug. He left PSG and now he started to win. If he was probably at PSG, probably he would not be winning the game like he did today. Overall good performance by Chelsea. Not happy with the way that Real Madrid played. But some of those saves by Courtois were just world class. He kept
Yeah.
them in that game.
Yeah. Chelsea, yeah, they had 15 shots and Real Madrid has 7. So I'm usually seeing, when I look on the game, I'm usually seeing Chelsea on a dangerous attack. But because they're just, and there's a lot of passing in there as well. So yeah.
And without a doubt, N'Golo Kante, my man of the match. I don't want to even have that discussion on the man of the match thing because
Look
I think, yeah, go ahead.
look at all
Yeah,
this
I'm
game
gonna say
better than the City one yesterday.
Kante is my man of the match. And he was just brilliant.
Yeah, I think there will be no doubts about that. N'Golo Kante was the best player on the field, and a bit of credit to Kai Havertz as well. But I think Kante stood out.
Well, yeah, excellent play. Yeah, exactly. I like him playing for
Yes,
him. Yeah.
yeah. So I get the feeling that it will be a good battle between Kante and the likes of Phil Foden because they will be City will be more attacking than what Real Madrid was. So it all
Yeah.
depends on whether they can keep them quiet or not. And the likes of Phil Foden will definitely try to counter attack with Pep Guardiola's tactics being played. So let's see what happens there. I think it could be a good battle between Chelsea
Nicholas,
and City. Yes, go ahead, Brian.
would you do a live watch along for the game in the Champions League final?
Let's think about it. I'll surely think
Okay.
about it. And Steven is here as well. So Steven,
Bonjour.
boring game.
Boring game. No, Chelsea did what they needed to do.
Yeah, but overall, like no fight from Real Madrid at all.
No.
Well, that's
No
because,
problem.
it's because Chelsea shut them out. They played right
Yeah.
into Chelsea's hands. Right?
But
Chelsea,
I
all they needed to do is sit
yeah,
back, right, and wait for the openings because they knew Real Madrid had to come and score a goal, right? So what they did is just sat back, played a defensive line, but hit them when the opportunities came, and that's exactly what they did. And
no,
then
I'm
in the
not
second
dis.
half,
Go ahead.
once
Go ahead.
they got the goal, and it got to half time, Tuchel was basically saying, "Got what we needed. They now got to go chase the game. You run them out of legs. You run them out of energy. You watch. They'll tire themselves out, and then they'll have to quit more men forward because they know they've got to get a goal to at least stay in the tie. And the more they come up and play an even higher line, the more chances you're going to get. And that's exactly what happened. It's just Chelsea literally outfought and outplayed Zidane and Real Madrid. Simple as that. The Real Madrid did not play that ball quick enough across the front line, like all for the midfield. And every time they did, they were making sloppy passes here and there, right? So it just didn't look at all like Real Madrid at any point was going to play the game fast enough to outdo Chelsea.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. See, I'm not saying that Real Madrid wouldn't have conceded goals, but I'm saying their attack didn't look like their attack. They never looked like in the game, and conceding goals was not a
That's because
problem
they were
because
never
they.
fast enough for the game.
Yeah, exactly. So, and one of the main culprits for that was Eden Hazard. A lot of people on Twitter saying Hazard was pathetic today, not liking how he performed.
Hazard does what Hazard does. Don't turn up.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
I'm seeing turning now, but they're not giving space. We saw him turning and trying to turn away
Hazard,
from many.
Hazard, Hazard at Real Madrid has been a bottler, but that's some of his injuries as well. He's been quite unfortunate at Real Madrid, but it's only for the dream move. It's only the dream move, and he's picked up some injuries, so it's not
Yeah,
what
but
he.
it's not so much that. It's Hazard has always been
Yeah, but
that hot and cold player. He'll have 3 or 4 or 5 games where he's absolutely steaming, and then everyone goes, "Oh, it's Eden Hazard. He's one of the best players ever." Right, and then the next to the half of the season, he's actually nowhere to be seen, and you literally got a team carrying him.
yeah, I
I'm,
get your
I'm,
point.
I mean, last time we played Chelsea with Hazard, we beat them 2-0. Hazard was never mentioned. What does that tell you?
No, I understand what you're saying. Right now, his fitness was also a concern that a lot of people could see. But again, overall, as I said, uh,
I don't get the
he's
Hazard thing. I don't get it.
if no, if he was started in the game, he should have at least had some kind of contribution in the game. And I'm
Mm.
not saying that he should have been the best player on the pitch, but
Well, if you're one of the main stars in that team, let's be honest, they're thinking of Aiden Hazard at the minute before Vinicius Jr. becomes some sort of proper, like, well-grown talent. They're looking at Hazard as being like the Ronaldo to carry them through. He ain't. Simple as that. He ain't gonna be. He ain't never gonna be, right? Because this is one thing that Real Madrid do, which is what one thing that Cristiano Ronaldo does all the time, which is he always turns up. In a big game, he turns up, right? He didn't turn up for maybe Juventus, but maybe it's because of his age now, but he's always turned up when he plays for Real Madrid. Hazard doesn't do that, right? It's sort of like he'll play when he's confident enough. And that's why Real Madrid have been struggling all season long in La Liga. It's because they've got a player there who think he's like going to be actually outstanding 9 times out of 10, and actually 1 times out of 10 he's actually outstanding. And this is what I don't get about it.
no, I'm understanding what you're saying, but the main problem is Zidane stuck to him for a particular reason. Maybe he thought that this guy knows the opposition well, and he may perform or do something that could help them win the game. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case, and he doesn't show up again.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan, before
See,
I go ahead, sorry, Ryan, who do you think was Real Madrid's best player today, if you had to pick one?
Courtois. He was the only player that stood out today,
yep,
and he did
it,
make a lot of good saves.
a lot of good saves. He practically kept him in that tie
And
Okay,
until
yeah,
the
he
and
did
second
that
goal.
against his former club. And he did that against his former club.
let
No,
me
well,
let me
he never liked his former club, to be honest.
let me
Right,
modify the question a bit for Steven as well and Ryan as well. Who was your best outfield player from Real Madrid according to the game today?
None.
God. Whoa, hold on. Let me have a look.
Who do you think was like one good player from Real Madrid who made a difference? Think about it, Ryan. Tough, tricky question. Who do you think was your one good outfield player from Real Madrid? Anyone
Nah,
that you noticed a lot?
I want to say a defender, but I don't want to.
I think
I'd probably say one of the strikers, whoever's getting the most shots away and whoever's being the best.
not a striker, not a striker, not a striker. You don't play like that in a semi-final and get praise. I'm sorry. No, look, I need to
Casemiro.
is a lineup.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say Casemiro.
Nah,
Okay.
None of them played well though. None of them played well except Courtois.
for me, it would, if you were gonna say an outfield player in particular, Sergio Ramos.
Okay. I thought Nacho was decent, but then overall the game was gone. They could not play to the tactics. That was the problem.
My man of the
I
match
saw
out
some of his tackles as bad as late as Xhaka on the ball.
Yeah, that was probably, see, they were trying to play a bit physical against Chelsea because they were not winning the tactical side of battles. So I
Yeah,
think
but
they
this is
went
the
tried
thing.
to
You
push them
can't
around a
do
bit.
that because they've got. This is the thing. The Tuchel hit them with what? Reece James.
Pace.
Reece
Yeah.
James on the bench. They had a Havertz, Timo Werner, right? Kante, who's not the slowest person on the planet, right? And
That would be
they
Jorginho.
hit with players with a false nine that will just look at that and think, Real Madrid, Real Modric, Real Casemiro, Real Cruz. Oh yes, please, we'll have some of this. Right? They're not exactly fast.
That is why I said from the starting itself. This is why I said Chelsea versus Man City final, because I could see the difference in age. Look at the Real Madrid team. Look at the age of those damn players. Compare it with Chelsea. Everyone's a damn youngster. And I know that there is a lot of controversy going on Twitter, that some people are saying that Lampard should also get some credit for the squad. Others are saying Lampard shouldn't be getting any credit for the squad. So, Steven, do you think Lampard should get any sort of credit for the squad or no?
For what?
For the likes of Mason Mount, for the likes of Reece James, who are there in the part of the squad, and
Oh, for
he
bringing
also
them
helped a
into the
lot.
team, yeah, I can get your point on that one. It was him that banged into the team in the first place last season. So I can see your point on there, but in terms of if you're going to make it about them, yes. If
Yeah,
you're going to make it about everyone else, no.
I'll
yeah.
tell you
So
something. I'll tell you something.
go ahead.
If Lampard was still at Chelsea, some
Yeah,
people might disagree, but he might. And Harry Wilson's leaving Liverpool. He might have gone and signed Harry Wilson, yeah, because he loaned him in at Derby. When Lampard was at Derby, he loaned Harry Wilson in, and he did loads of good things. Like he played class for Derby, Harry Wilson. I wouldn't be surprised if they went and signed him if they still had Lampard.
yeah, but I don't think if Lampard was there at Chelsea right now, they would make it to the Champions League final, because the thing is that his style was very open. It was very open and that wasn't defensively conducive for them to win big games. So I
It
think
was just very bloody predictable.
Big
no,
up
it was
Miss
very,
Mourinho
I mean,
big
for
Miss
God's
Molina.
sake, Arteta worked it out.
and Cheddars.
Yeah, Cheddars is saying Lampard should not get any credit. He managed them badly. I'm not saying that he gets
Oh,
credit.
come
I
on.
just
Players.
It's talk about bringing
Players.
them into the team. Come
Yeah, I'm
on.
talking about Mason
Right?
Mount and
He
Reece
got
James.
a
Yeah, go
bunch of
ahead.
young players together to get them top four for a start, so we can get them in the Champions League for a start. Right? Two, right, is the fact that they've got the Mount, Reece James, Hudson-Odoi. Those players have been brought into the team by Lampard. They've been integrated into the first 11 by Lampard. Right? We're not talking about the rest of the squad. The rest of the squad, yeah, no, got no credit for, right? Because the board have gone and bought them, and he hasn't been able to use them. But in terms of the young talent that's come through, especially through last season, you've got to give it to Lampard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is the same thing that I was saying. For youngsters, he gets the
Relentless, where are
credit.
you, mate?
Yeah, what?
I sent you the link, mate, for the watch along.
No, I was at work, bro.
Ah, okay, that's all right. I'll let you off.
Relentless was also working out to now come on the stream and hammer Real Madrid for their pathetic performance.
I'm not.
Oh, I feel
I'm
sorry
not
for him.
gonna
He's
hammer
got Real Madrid
nobody,
knocked
man.
out. Now he's about to have Arsenal knocked out.
Hey,
but
listen,
but
I'm not gonna hammer nobody, man. I don't have the energy, bro. I'm just done out here, bro. I'm just done out
but
here.
do you think? But do you think? But do you only give Chelsea the credit, or you think Real Madrid was very bad today?
No, I think Chelsea played well today.
Okay, and
No, I
you
never.
don't feel that
never
Real Madrid could have been better?
We could have, but listen, Chelsea are just better than us. And I said it. I said it. Maybe the experience can maybe take you so far, but you know they might not on paper they might not have a better team than Real Madrid, but they know how to play football. And like one thing that you have to understand is that you need legs, man, and we don't have legs. You understand? So it's like quick transitions, quick counterattacks, one through ball, they're in. One ball over the top, they're in. It doesn't matter if we have Van Dijk in the defense. It doesn't matter if we have flipping. I don't know. Flipping the best center back in the world to defend. It's
And
simple football. What they did, yeah, it's just simple football. They got the ball, passed it
Relentless
down the
and
though.
channels, and they're in.
yeah,
Relentless though. The
That's how.
problem is
That's all it was. They
yeah,
played
but
And
the
technically.
Lena,
problem,
That's
yeah,
all.
but hang on, whoa, hold the phone, right? The problem is that I get you hearing is that A, they knew how to shut the game down. B, you played right into their hands, right? Because they knew you were going to be too slow on the ball. They knew you were going to be too slow to be able to pass things around. You were very sloppy when you did try and speed it up. And then to top it all off, right, you say about playing simple football. The reason they were playing simple football, it was so easy to just launch a ball over the top with the alert to Sergio Ramos against Timo Werner because you've got slow defenders playing a really, really high line. I know it's out all game. Like you're playing a high line against Timo Werner and Havertz. Are you mad? You are going to get mugged, and that's what
and
happened. You get for both goals.
yeah,
It was a ball over the top. It was plain simple football straight through you because you're playing such a high line. You can't do,
that's true.
with the experienced centre backs. You can't do that against Chelsea because they've not got
Exactly.
the legs.
okay. A quick question
Exactly.
before we go ahead. A quick question, just a second. Do you agree with this comment? I don't agree with it.
Um,
Werner
He
just single-handedly destroy the whole of Real. No, no, no.
no. It has to be Kante. It has to be Kante and maybe Havertz to an extent.
Yeah. Not
Havertz,
that
to
shot.
be honest, he ran that show.
Not that shot.
Actually,
Havertz
Not
ran
that
that
shot.
show.
Kante ran the show. Actually, that is the problem, and this is why it hurts me so much that instead of signing him, we went and signed Zaka, and I will never understand the
Well,
Arsenal philosophy.
hey, hey, your manager still believes in him.
Whom every manager has believed in him. Arsene Wenger has,
Arteta
Emery
still believes
has,
in him.
Arteta has,
Yeah,
Emery
yeah.
has, Wenger
Arteta believes
has,
in him.
Arteta has.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're
Never.
not getting into
Arteta still
that
believes
debate.
in him.
I
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I think that Chelsea can win the Champions League.
Nah.
I think
Man
they
City
can
got
win it.
this. Man City
Like,
got
bro,
it.
I'm looking at this team. Yeah, the way these
No.
guys play football, they can play counter-attack football. They play possession-based football. They
Have you
defend as
seen
a
what Man
team.
City did on?
Big
They
up,
Did you
got
Charlie.
see what Man
technical.
City?
They got quick plays, technical plays. It's like yeah, they
Whoa.
have Timo Werner up front, but it's like
Have
they're
you
able
have
to
you
work without
seen
Timo
have
Werner.
you seen what Man City do? They are
But
the
I think
finished
they can.
article.
I think
Nah,
they
they
can beat
are the
Man City.
finished article, mate. Trust me.
Chelsea can beat
Right,
Man City.
the Man City's depth, right? They could play so many ways. It's unreal, right?
Yeah, I know, but
Because the
I
depth
think
of squad,
Chelsea.
they can play any
Uh,
Let
way
him
which they
let him
want. They
just
could play a
finish.
false nine. They could play with Gabby Jesus at the front. They could put Sergio Aguero up front if they believe in wanted to. Like
good for
that
Yeah.
them, but
team
good for
is
them. But
so
Hold
like I
on,
lit.
said,
Steven. Let Relentless finish now. Yeah, go ahead,
Go on.
Relentless.
Plus Chelsea
Tuchel,
got a final to go do anyway.
Tuchel, These are not even his players. He hasn't bought in one player. Tuchel, yeah. Look at what this guy is
No,
doing.
no, sir. Only Frank buy. I see him
He's
player
not bought
Frank
in
buy
one
and
player,
use.
bro. He has not
Sorry.
bought one player. And look what he's doing. He's
I
doing
don't want
bits,
him
bro.
winning it anyway.
This guy,
Can't
I
stand
swear,
Chelsea for it.
Tuchel. This guy, bro. I'm something like he has some juju. I don't know what juju. He's doing something, bro. I swear. Like he hasn't even bought his own players, bro. He's still adapting to the league, and he's out here just clotting teams, bro.
He's learning, man.
Every
He's
day.
learning.
It's easy.
Do
It's
you want
easy for them.
do you know what
Listen,
it sounds like?
why
Relentless. You
no,
sound
no,
like
one
that.
last thing, wait, one last thing.
Gone.
Why
Yeah.
is it that Chelsea always get lucky? They always have the best players. They always have the best managers. And what do we do? What does Arsenal do? What do? We
Oh,
sit there and watch.
Money
Relentless.
talks,
You know
man.
the
Money
answer to
talks.
that. You
Money
know
No,
the
talks.
no, no, no,
answer.
no, no,
Is
no, no, no. It's not even about money. It's about morale. Yeah, it's about just simple football decisions. They make it. They make it
Oil
simple
money.
because they've
stuff.
got the
They
right
do it.
people in the right places, mate.
They do it.
Oil
So
Simple as
money.
that.
why do we just sit there and watch them make it to another
Because we've got
Champions
a
League
board
final?
that doesn't
What if
think
they win
football.
it?
We think
What are we gonna
profit.
do? I'm sick of this, bro. If this was Tottenham, we wouldn't be allowing this. But because it's Chelsea, but bro, Chelsea are a bigger club than us. The way they move, the players they have, from top to bottom, they're a bigger club than us. Yeah, we might have a bit more global fans, but it's because we've been around longer. They will surpass us as a bigger football club. I'm telling you, bro. How many
Yeah, we
times do
know
we have
that's
to win
coming.
trophies for
Trust
us to
me.
wake up? It's so annoying, bro. They're probably gonna win it.
They're
There's a
not
high
gonna win
chance
it.
they might even win it. 2 trophies, bro.
They're not gonna win it.
Crazy.
And this will be
That
City
debate
first
can be.
title.
I'm sorry, but they're not gonna win it. And Man City, the amount of times I've seen this season is that they don't even have to play pretty. They don't even have to play well. They don't even have to play actually. They could play shit, and they could still kill the crap out of you. Right? It just takes them one opportunity. The problem is, right? If Tuchel plays Timo Werner, for example,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to get many opportunities against Man City. Let's get it this way: if Timo Werner starts against Manchester City in the Champions League final, Chelsea might as well not bother picking up the trophy. They might as well just not
Oh,
bother playing because Timo Werner will be finding Nemo. He'll be trying to find the goal every single fucking time, right? Whereas Aguero will come on the pitch and just bang one straight on, bang, one goal. You saw against Crystal Palace. He came on, one goal, one shot, bang,
goal.
done. Then this is the problem. Man City are so much more clinical. They're so much more
Than them.
dominant in the midfield. The defense is just unreal with Diaz. They are a finished article as a Champions League side. They do
Uh,
not go out and just go and score as many goals as possible anymore. They score 2 or 3 and just go, yeah, okay, we'll game manager now. Kill the cap out of you. Look what they did to
let me just.
PSG. They even got a player sent off. That's how much they frustrated PSG. I'm telling you, the Man City
Yeah, but
are
Di
gonna
Maria is a crackhead,
walk
bro.
all
Di
over
Maria
Chelsea. I'm
he's an
telling you.
idiot, bro.
Let me just quickly get into Cheddar's comment. What he's saying is Man City, Chelsea at the weekend, Chelsea, Arsenal next, then Chelsea, Leicester, FA Cup final, Chelsea, Leicester
Yeah,
again in the league, Aston Villa, Chelsea coming up on the 23rd of May, and
that's
the
the thing.
UEFA Champions League final,
Chelsea got so many
City,
games to
Chelsea.
play. And
Yeah,
Chelsea, and unfortunately, right, Man City. If that was Man City, they can get away with that because one, they've won the title. B, they've got a side, there's a B side that could beat the crap out of Leicester City in the final if they wanted to. So they could they could be their B side for the rest of the season and it would still win the title and still win the FA Cup. So
but you need to. You also need
Chelsea
to
can't do
remember.
that.
You also need to remember that City got knocked out of the FA Cup by Chelsea, so
Yes, because they
Tuchel
played a
knows
B
his tactics.
team. They didn't play
What
a
I'm
full
trying to
strength
say,
side.
no, what I'm trying to say is that Tuchel knows Pep's tactics to an extent, and so far what we have seen, we'll see it again on this at the weekend. What happens? But I think Tuchel has. I think they'll not be motivated to win this game. Neither team will be motivated to win this game at the weekend. I think it will be like a boring kind of game where they just try to study each other's tactics. So it would be a close game. I think it's not going to be one-sided. As you're saying that City will dominate the final one-sided, I don't think it will be one-sided. It will be a close game with either team having the chances to win. If the likes of Werner or someone else can finish off their chances, it would be Chelsea's day. Gabriel Jesus will not start. Sterling will not start probably. If Foden can finish off his chances and the likes of De Bruyne and Mahrez can do that, then it is City's day. It will be that close.
It's the thing as well, right? Man City, unlike Chelsea, have got goals everywhere. You can play Bernardo Silva, you could play De Bruyne, Foden, you could play Torres, you could play the bloody goalkeeper and he'll score a goal. That's how many goals they've got in them. I mean, goodness sake, anyone you mark, there's another one that's putting a goal in there.
Too much.
It's just too much. I'm sorry. Chelsea got a great squad, and I'm sorry, they need to strengthen in depth in some areas, and they have not got the depth Man City have got, and they've not got the goals that Man City have got all around the pitch. This is what I've said from the start. Man City will win the Champions League. They are the finished article.
Exactly. Come in, it starts again.
Let's see what happens there. Yeah, let's see what happens there.
And to be fair, it's not going to bother Arsenal because we ain't going to meet them in the Super Cup, are we?
Who knows? Just going through a couple of comments and hold on. Perry Ginapolius is saying, I think he's Greek. He's saying because Arsenal are shit, why would anyone go there? That's why you have Canada. We'll see what happens with respect to that.
Yeah, but even Sorry won't go there.
And Cheddars is saying that we are Chelsea are also chasing fourth, so they can't rest players. And what the fuck are you on about? Just said they could play the B team and beat anyone.
They could.
In what sense?
Have you seen what they've done in the league?
No, they have lost to Leeds as well.
B team? Have you seen their depth? It's mad. It's like playing FIFA.
It's not just that they have lost to Leeds with 10 men as well. So there are things to it. They have lost some games at the start of the season, but Ruben Dias is one good defender that they purchased, and he has made all the difference. Dropping Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus has made a lot of difference. So it depends. It depends on everyone. See, the thing is, now City may play maybe a Phil Foden in one of the league games, and suppose there is still time from now until the end of the Champions League season, that is the final. So if there are injuries, will also play a part. Which players are fit? Everything matters. Let's see and let's wait and watch what happens. If the likes of Sterling and Gabriel Jesus have to play in the final, I would be more confident that Chelsea will win, because those guys have been bums this season. So it could happen with Chelsea as well. It could happen. They could have a few injuries. Like, look at Tuchel's tactics. He's not even touched Olivier Giroud.
I can see Champions League lineup right now.
Inaudible starting.
It'll be a filth. I can see a De Bruyne false nine. A De Bruyne false nine. Bernardo Silva on the left. Fran Torres on the right. Rodri in the middle. With Foden.
Up front.
Yeah. Not Torres on the right. We had Mahrez. Oh no, Mahrez is scoring winners, mate. I'm telling you, Lee Gunner's gonna. He said it. He is the Algerian prince. He is going to score. He is going to score. He is scoring the bloody winner.
They can't even
Gunner's have a fucking celebration over it. I'm telling you. Sorry.
Let's see what happens here. The goals in the last game against PSG were tap-ins, as I said. He needs to score one beauty goal. Let's see, maybe that may happen for a final. The best for the final. I don't know. Let's see what happens there.
Plus, Charlie Hibbert as well, right? I've had to got him making a public apology to Riyad Mahrez.
I don't think he has.
He said he was shit.
No, I think we should wait until the final, because we'll know on the day of the final if City wins, then Charlie needs to apologize to Mahrez.
I've already done it.
Oh, he's already done it. Okay, he's
No,
done it then.
because Mahrez has single-handedly got him to the final, so he scored all the goals.
Even
So he-
if that was Timo Werner at the end of those crosses, I think even he would score. But anyways,
Exactly.
that was well set up by Phil Foden. Those two goals, one goal by Phil Foden and the other one, who was it? Kevin De Bruyne, I think. So those two goals were very well set up. And as you were saying, and they lost to Chelsea in the FA Cup. Yes, that is the thing. But as Steven said, that some of their B team players were playing. Let's see. Big up to Talk Manu as well in the chat. So again, let's go to Ryan. He's been quiet for some time. So Ryan, do you think it will be Chelsea or City winning the final? You'll be supporting Chelsea, right?
Yes, I'll be supporting Chelsea.
oh, good.
I think
Oh
Steven is.
gosh, man! When you do see the team was saying,
I've got family from Fulham, and they
you
support
don't see,
Chelsea.
you don't see
No,
the team was saying blues, man.
no.
I'm
No.
So
going
even Ryan is with Chelsea on that. Go ahead, Ryan. You're gonna say?
I want Chelsea to win the final, and I think if Chelsea can get that, force Man City to go out on attacks and then catch them out,
No,
then they could win. And
no.
I think why?
Because they're
Okay.
fucking unbearable.
I'll
I'll give you my story. The last time they won the
Okay.
Champions League, right?
Okay, but
I was-
okay, but
Go ahead,
I
sorry,
think
I can't bear it because the last time they won the Champions League, last time they won the Champions League, right? I was stuck in hospital and right, because watch the us get top three, so we were safe. They won the Champions League finish, which knocked Tottenham out of it, which was great for me, and I loved it. But the problem was the nurse that was looking after me was a bloody Chelsea fan. She wouldn't shut the fuck up all night. They would be it's bad enough when they've got one. Having two, they'll be fucking unbearable. Oh
Yeah,
God.
and since that day, Steven always turns to the nurse and asks, "Are you a Chelsea fan? You better not be." Otherwise, I want a different nurse.
No, I said I
yeah,
don't care. I don't care about. No, I just go. I just say, do me a favor. Don't talk about Arteta, please. I know the facts.
but yeah. Anyway, I
Go ahead, Ryan.
think it will be 2-1 to Chelsea, and I think
Already, my head.
I think Pulisic will score.
If you start,
Pulisic will score, and I think Jorginho will score a penalty. And for Man City, I'm going to say Aguero. I just think he'll come on and score.
Wouldn't you say Mason Mount will score to sharp all the haters?
Mason.
Imagine Mason. No. I know one in particular, like who,
Yeah.
when someone was trying to defend, like Mason Mount, and saying if you don't know he played really well in that game, you don't know rubbish this, that, or the other. Trying to make it out like he was being really insulting, which was not. I
Yeah.
was just gonna love her face when Mason Mount scores the fucking winner.
I'm sticking with my prediction. 2-1 to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Well, if
Jorginho and
Chelsea win,
Pulisic
I
and
want
Aguero.
Mason Mount to score the winner just to see the look on her face.
I bet more have to say.
And then the winner in the FA Cup final as well.
Yeah, my prediction.
Big up to the new guys in the chat, and definitely subscribe to the channel as well. And thank you for joining in from the chat. And 1 second, Rochman, the MVP. And you just said that Man City's B team. He means that they're good enough. And yes, they lost to Chelsea. So chill out. You
Yes,
don't
they
need
could
to
be,
get personal.
but like I said, you also mentioned about the FA Cup. Now, I don't know if you not know about what the FA Cup means, but the FA Cup means you could play a League One side, and League One side could beat you. Right? We played Nottingham Forest in the Championship, and in round 3 we got knocked out.
Yeah,
right?
and even I think
you could be the greatest club. I've seen Man City go to the greatest clubs in the world. I've seen Man City go to before in the FA Cup and go to a League Two side and get beaten.
Yeah, and at that point
So
of time, if
that's
I
the thing.
remember right,
It's
if
called
I
the FA
remember,
Cup. It's
yeah,
it's the cup where it's supposed to happen.
and if I remember right, at that point of time, Man City had a good crucial tie against in the Champions
Borussia
League, and they
Dortmund.
were against Dortmund. They were focused on that. And the thing with Chelsea was they had won the first leg 2-0 to Porto, so
Yeah,
they
they
were a
did.
bit
They
more
were.
relaxed.
Yeah, so
Relaxed.
yeah,
Yeah,
they had the week off.
Well, let us see what
yeah.
Pep would do. Let's see what Pep do. Cause it's his first Champions League final, so let's
His
see
first
what's going
Champions
to
League
happen.
final with Man City. That is.
Yeah,
Yeah. He'll do.
ready
Yeah.
He'll
to
get it.
pass.
He'll get it. Yeah, he'll
Yeah, see
get it.
the
He's got.
problem is either side. See, if Chelsea wins the Champions League title, you won't stop hearing from Chelsea fans. We have two, you have none, and all that crap. If Pep wins the Champions League title, then you won't stop hearing from City fans that Pep is the greatest the greatest Premier League manager of all time because this is his third Champions League title
Well,
and he
yes.
surpassed Sir Alex Ferguson.
Well. mm, mm, no.
So that is what you're going to hear because Sir Alex had like two Champions League titles in around
Yeah,
20
but
years.
the Sir
And
Alex is Sir Alex. I'm sorry.
I know. So, but that
It's
is what
so,
I'm
I mean,
telling
it's
you.
that he's that good. They're making a film out of it.
No, I'm preparing you for that. Just see, the thing is, Pep has spent so much money.
I'm
He
gonna see
spent
that.
200 million on that defense, 200 million on that defense, damn defense. So, because of that, he has gotten all the players, right kind of players that he needed. And Chelsea has spent 200 million this season as well. So they also put in a lot of good money. So it's paying off right now, and it's all good for them, going good for them. But let's see with what happens in the final, and eventually, our main focus will be tomorrow again on Arsenal and Manchester United.
Yippee!
Yeah, the Europa League. Yeah, that one I got tick.
Good bloody
United
evening.
through a long time. United through a long time, so no everybody now feels worried about like.
Good evening.
Yep.
Mr. Arteta's sitting here. Look. He's sitting
Yeah. So
here.
our focus will be on that, and we'll have to see what happens eventually.
He's getting
But
this, rubbing his hands. He's rubbing his hands. Coming
Yeah.
to get revenge.
just like I rubbed my hands before I kicked this guy out of the chat. But
Like who?
I just kicked that guy out of the chat who was like talking shit. So
Talking
same way
shit about
Arteta.
what?
The guy in the chat who was he had that Greek kind of name. He was talking shit, so I just blocked him. So before that, I just rubbed the hands similar to what you just showed.
He was doing well. What was he talking about this time?
No, he was talking crap that you guys don't know what you're saying and all that, and saying that why don't you guys fuck off and all that. So I just blocked him, and at the end he said,
Oh, really?
"Everyone
So come back to my
unsubscribe to the
channel, mate. See if you could try it there, mate.
Forget him. I just blocked him. So let him do whatever he wants to do on some other channel. But overall, I think one of the guys from
See
he must
that?
have come on
See
from
that?
Facebook.
Look, this is how much I care. Go read it.
No, it's not about that. It's just about that if you want to be, if you have an opinion, you mention it. We'll have a discussion about it.
Yeah,
If you want to abuse,
yeah.
then if you want to abuse, then what exactly Steven just showed to you, that is what I just gave you back. But at the end of the day, we need to do what we need to do. So we need to get shit out of the chat, and that is what I've just done. Overall, I think Real Madrid, not a great performance. I think they could have played better. I am disappointed with Zidane and the way that he has not been able to counter the tactics. But I guess you guys would agree as well that it's the age factor that gave Chelsea the huge advantage. The players of Real Madrid are way too old, and I think Zidane needs to replace them now. It's high time Zidane replaces some of them.
Yeah.
So yeah. So one last thing again. So Steven, you said that you think City will beat Chelsea. So what is your prediction, and who do you think will score?
2-1 City. Mahrez with the winner.
Okay, and
Wow.
Mahrez ain't
No,
scoring.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no. Hold on,
We
hold
said
on,
that. We said that
No,
this
no, no.
semi-final. Look what happened.
hold on, hold
Mahrez
on.
is
That's
banging
the
the
semi-final.
man.
This is the finals. Oh God.
It's written in the stars, mate. It's
And
written in the
if
stars.
Mahrez scores the winner, Charlie will be apologizing for one whole week.
Oh yeah, I'll make him apologise every he comes on. Every time he comes on.
Okay, he'll be apologizing for one whole week. Ryan, the audio is echoing. Is echoing. I think you're playing the video as well, along with, I don't know, in the background or something. So my voice is echoing there. But Jordan, who do you think will win that Chelsea versus City final, and what do you think will be the scoreline?
Michael, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I predict Chelsea. Well, I say Chelsea. A Chelsea win. So,
What's
Havertz
this
to
love for
score
Chelsea
and
all of a sudden? What have they done? What have they done to deserve this?
I
Fucking
get
hell.
it. I get it, Stephen. I get it. You don't want a London
What's the
club
Russian
apart
mafia
from
got to
Arsenal.
do? I mean, what's this Russian mafia money? The son became a good man, a good way to go. What?
Come on, come on. Russians have some good chicks, so let's not complain.
I was talking about the Russian mafia, to be honest.
So I'm not gonna
What
complain.
the fuck?
No,
Is it
but
better
okay.
now?
Yeah, it's
But at
better
least
now.
with royal money, at least I get my car going.
maybe that give us my money too.
Jordan, what's your prediction, and who do you think will score? Like one person particularly that you think will score, or maybe the scorers.
I predict a 2-0 win for Chelsea, though. Havertz to score and Hakim Ziyech
Okay, I
off
hope
the bench.
Oh, that's a
Hakim
big
Ziyech.
shout.
Yeah, I don't think even Tuchel thinks that Ziyech will score, but he may play. See, the thing is, the fun thing with these predictions is this is based on what we have seen today. 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later, there may be some injuries, or some of the players may not be in form, and they may be dropped from the squad, or anything could happen from now until the end of the season where the Champions League final is. So it's good to keep making your predictions and seeing what your predictions, how they change from now until the end of the season. So as it happened with some of the other games as well before. So let's see. Right now, I think three of us are Chelsea. Steven is Man City, and who knows, injuries or out of form players could change things a lot. And at least with Tuchel, we can say that players can fall out of favor quickly. With Pep, I think he
Yeah.
sticks to the players for a long time. He will stick more long,
Yeah.
like for a longer time. But I think Tammy Abraham's future at Chelsea is over with Lampard's. And the only sad thing that I don't like about Chelsea right now is that they are disrespecting Giroud in a way. I mean, he got them through some of the big ties, like the Atletico Madrid one, and before that as well. And they have just outcasted him, and Tuchel has just outcasted him or casted him away, like as an outcast.
I
And
think Giroud. I think
go ahead.
Giroud is a decent backup. I think.
Yeah, but like today also, even though had won the tie, he did not even come on as a substitute. So I think
No.
it is a bit disrespectful towards Giroud, who's been playing well for them and pushing them through the Champions League ties. I don't like what I see as a former Arsenal guy. He deserves, I think, a bit more respect, because I liked him even when he was at Arsenal. I didn't want him to go. So that is the only sad thing that I don't like about the whole Chelsea thing. But overall, obviously, Chelsea deserved to be in the final. They were the better team today, and Real Madrid didn't show up, according to me. Not just the
Maybe
tactical side, but overall as well. Go ahead.
maybe it's because he's like 35 now, and he's probably gonna leave now, and
It's the leaving
he's
part.
just getting
It's the
old.
leaving part. Tuchel only
Yeah.
plays players that are going to stay, and he keeps shuffling around with them. Because Giroud is leaving, he's not playing him. Even Tammy.
At least
No,
play him
no.
on the last game.
He should have played him today. He should have given him even 5 minutes
Mm.
of football were great if he just brought him on, but he didn't. So that clearly shows that Tuchel doesn't give a shit about players who are just leaving the club.
Mm.
He couldn't care if they are going, just go. That is how simple it is.
Well, maybe
Georgina
he
leave
needs
and
to
it's
because
Georgie.
whoa. Why would he want to mess about with players that are not going to be in the next season when he needs those players next season to perform? He hasn't got he hasn't got all the time in the world, you know. He's got Chelsea, right? You don't get
Yeah.
if you don't perform at the start of next season, you're gone. Simple as that. They'll get rid of you. So
No, I understand that, but
this is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying
yeah,
is, right?
yeah,
If Drew said, "I'm now leaving," right? He's
yeah,
going, okay, but I need to focus on this squad and getting what I think is the best lineup and the best out of this squad before
yeah.
next season,
Charlie.
right? Because the rest season is where I'm going to be judged. So I'm sorry,
I get
you
what you're
might get
saying.
5 or 10 minutes, but you're not going to get starting games.
No, I don't want him to start. I was saying today when the tie was dusted, like Pep brought on Aguero. The guy has done so much for City, and Giroud has done so much for Chelsea. So I think he could have been at least brought on towards the end when the game was already done. The game was done,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
Thing is, this is Man City. Look, 17-18, they've let go of Torre. 18-19, Company. 19-20, Silva.
yeah,
2021, it's going to be Aguero. Look, those are some big names. Aging a bit, but they can still be at Man City for a
Good.
bit longer. And they've
And
been
plus,
really good for the club.
Mars is going to Paris as well, so it will be
Yeah.
Paris
yeah.
buying
So
Mars.
yeah, see, that
Maybe.
is the thing. But the thing, I'm not worried about PSG buying Mahrez. But the thing that I'm saying is again, I think Giroud could have been given a few minutes today when the tie was
Yeah.
totally like wrapped up, and
Yeah.
Definitely.
so
Definitely. Yeah. I would be thankful to have him at Cardiff. Chelsea should be grateful that they have a good backup like him.
Maybe people happy if you have him at Liverpool. So
yeah, so
yeah,
let's see whether Giroud gets to make an impact in the final, because I think just like Aguero would come on if
To be
City
honest, I
were
think with Liverpool, they
yeah
could play you up
Nitish,
front, couldn't they?
Nitish, I would do anything to
oh
get
me,
yeah
1 year out of Giroud at Cardiff. I'd do anything to get 1 year out of Giroud at Cardiff.
you would have to first get yourself promoted for that, I guess.
I know, but he's going to be retiring when we go up.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have
Not
to
probably.
that
early
long,
next
actually.
season.
I just hope that only Giroud is retiring and not his kids are retiring when you come up.
Let me just tell you something though. The next
Yeah.
time we're going up is when we stop making silly mistakes at the back. That's the next time we're going up.
Yeah, I know a
Trust-
club like that.
Yeah, and you just sound like an Arsenal fan. What exactly Stephen was saying. welcome,
Yeah,
welcome to the
under
welcome
a 10,
to.
but under a 10, we got such a better defensive record that we've never
No, we
kept a
did.
clean sheet in so many fucking games.
Sorry, I'm learning so many games. God's
I
sake.
was just gonna say, Ryan, get back to the line, because there are two Arsenal fans here and one Liverpool fan here as well who can relate to it as well, because all of our teams are making those defensive mistakes this season, and Arsenal has been doing that
Join
for
the
a
club.
decade now, at least.
Yeah,
Look, we played Brentford. Yeah, our goalkeeper is called Alex Smithies. Yeah, I usually call him Alex Sloppy
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that's good.
it's straight. There's a shot outside the box. Yeah, it's literally straight at him. The easiest catcher in the world. It's damn low,
Mhm.
and it just falls out of his hands. It falls out of his hands,
it could
and
be
he
worse. It
drops
could be Tajo Bob.
everything.
I know of this great goalkeeper who just came from Iceland to the Premier League, and you could just take him if you wanted.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
they want
take.
more as well.
I'd
Sigurdsson
definitely take.
here.
I'd definitely take Matt Ryan though, because my name is Ryan.
No, but I
I
was
would take
thinking
Lino.
you could take
Renison.
you could take Ryan. You could make
Yeah.
him a Ryan
Yeah,
if
we
you
couldn't
wanted.
even run arse. We couldn't even run arse out of that deal either.
No, but I don't
We're
think he's
the
making
Arsenal.
that much money. Yep, we're Arsenal fans, and unfortunately, we have a big game tomorrow, and let's see what happens there. If we get knocked out, Steven is going to party. But if we go through to the
I'm not gonna
finals,
what? I'm gonna
not
be
in that
raging.
sense. I mean to say with respect to Arteta, not with respect to Arsenal losing.
They're just gonna be bloody fuming.
No, but if we win, then I don't know what Steven will be doing and go through to the final. What will your reaction be, Steven, if we win tomorrow and
Fuck.
go through to the final?
I won't even react. I'll just go. You
It
got
will
to
be
win
a
the final now.
England. It will be an England match again.
No, what it'll just be. Yeah, well done. Now you got to win the final. Go on. I'm not even gonna react. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, well done. Now you got to win the final. If you want to save your job, you got to win the final. Even think about it, and even then, I got to think
Exactly,
about it.
man. Exactly.
And if he wins the final, what will you do, Steven?
Still be able to out.
No, I didn't mean that.
Ah.
But you'll be celebrating on your channel.
No, we're not.
You will
You
for
won't
sure.
be.
He will be celebrating.
Mine.
You're trying to say you won't be because you're under Arteta.
Yeah, he
Oh.
will. Oh, he will be. He'll be celebrating
No,
both the
I'll
Europa
celebrate
League.
our first European trophy, but I'll still say I'll
Yes,
take
and
out.
you will also celebrate the fact that we'll be back in the Champions League.
Yeah, by winning the Europa League. Whippy do. By
Doesn't
finishing 10th.
matter. 4 years later, back in the Champions League.
Oh, fuck us. Not the way I wanted it.
Losers.
I don't think, Steven, when you see Champions League football next season, if we win, that is the Europa League, I don't think you'll give a damn how we got there. You'll just be listening to that music like it's like the best symphony that you have ever heard in your
Yeah,
life,
to get
and that
knocked out in
Champions
the
League music
group
going on.
stages.
We won't get knocked down in the group stages, but yes, the round of 16, 30, that could be a problem for us. That
No,
has
we'll
always
get
been a
knocked
problem
out in
for
the group
us.
stages, mate.
Okay, let's first get there. Let's not build more castles in the air because we have one game to win tomorrow and one game that will be the final if we win tomorrow, and then we go there. So let's not start off right now because we can go on with respect to our fantasy. And just a quick comment from both of you guys, and then we wrap it up. It's already gone for 1 hour, and we already did a stream of 30 minutes before. So one last quick comment. Steven, are you happy with the result, or you're not happy with the result today?
No, I wanted Real Madrid through, so at least stop Chelsea winning it.
Okay, so you're not happy with the result. And Ryan, I know you're happy with the result, but anything that you were not happy or you felt that Chelsea can improve from what you saw?
Well, I think Chelsea can improve by starting Olivier Giroud a bit more. I think they've done it. I think they just need to rest Werner a bit now, and just only starting in like games that you're gonna be winning anyway. Give Werner a bit of rest as well. I think he'll start in the final because Tuchel is German, Werner is
Yeah.
German, and he'll have that German link with Havertz as well. I don't know about Werner. Will he score in the final? No, but he'll start.
Okay, one last question to Steven before we wrap it up. Steven, would you take Giroud at Arsenal for maybe 2 years on a 2-year deal?
Yeah, it's a backup option.
Okay, so you are ready to take Giroud. If you got Tammy instead, would you take Tammy Abraham?
Nope.
Okay, so just thank you everyone for joining in from the chat. It was a boring game according to me, but because of the fact that I didn't find Real Madrid doing anything at all in the game, I think they could have done better. But at the end of the day, Chelsea deserved to win, so there is no doubt about it. Well played, Chelsea. Tactically, they were good. Tactically, Real Madrid was also set up in a very open kind of playing style, but unfortunately, they conceded two and didn't score any. So I thank you guys, Steven and Ryan as well. Before I wrap it up, can you give a shout out to your channel and any of the shows that are coming up, Steven?
Yep. We've got my preview. It depends what time I leave the hospital. It depends on what time it is. So yeah, it'll be a preview tomorrow. Hot off the press show, 5 p.m. tomorrow. If there are any Man United fans watching, please jump on to that because we're doing about the Gaza protest and loads of other news on that. And then obviously it's Arsenal versus Villarreal watch along. Then a match reaction in the morning after the European Journey review. Then obviously there's previews for the West Brom game and the Grand Prix. this coming up this weekend.
Yeah, and I hopefully tomorrow your monetization tomorrow or day after it is
It
done.
will be. It's 14 hours. I'll be surprised if it doesn't do 14 hours tomorrow. But tomorrow.
No, I think it will take you 2 days because counting your video hours, like I think
Yeah,
it should
because I
take
had
you
loads of
at the
videos.
most
I
two
have
days.
4 videos. I have 4 videos the previous day, so it'd
Yeah,
be over
so
14 hours.
if it happens tomorrow, I think it will happen by tomorrow, like during the Arsenal game when we are going through to the finals. You will be celebrating not just our final,
I
our
hope so.
final, but also your monetization. I hope so as well. And Ryan, can you give a quick shout out to your subscriber battle channel, the big one?
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube only on that Cardiff City fan. I am in a subscriber battle with OXF Sam. First to 100. I am on 68 subscribers. If you gave me a subscription, then that'd be much appreciated. And leave a comment below that you subscribed, and then I'll subscribe to you back. So it's a good
And
way
the
to make
video.
4 subscribers. Yeah, and the
And about the
video.
video.
I will
No,
make
yeah,
I will
mention it.
make a preview about the Cardiff City versus Rotherham United game for the last game of the season for the Bluebirds, and yeah, I'm gonna give a sneak peek on my score prediction. I guess you could say, I'm gonna say 3-1 to Cardiff.
Okay, and I just wanted to quickly mention that Ryan also makes videos about his subscribers' channels. So if you subscribe to his channel, he will also make a short video about your channel and showing it to his subscribers as well. So that is what
Yeah,
I wanted him to add, but that's all right. And overall, I think you got another subscriber. You were on 67, now it's 68.
yeah. Someone called Christopher Ryan subscribed to me.
Okay, so
Hang
I
on a
think
minute.
it is working properly. Let's see what happens soon.
He has 22 subscribers. I sub to him because I sub to anyone who subs to me.
You just got another one.
So you are on 69 now.
All right.
Ideally that would have been a number that would have attracted a lot of laughs, but since you're 10, big up, and just one short of 70.
Yeah. Thanks. And subscribe
And
to S Featley TV and Beyond the Posts. They're both amazing YouTubers.
Thank you.
thank you, Ryan, as well, and hopefully we see you on here for more and more videos, because I know you love to talk about the game. And
Yeah.
tomorrow is a big day. If you tell me to stream for like 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, I can go on tomorrow. But the thing is, we need to win at the end of it, otherwise it will be a bad day. So
Yeah.
I thank you both for coming on, and even Relentless, even Jordan, and who else came on? Did anyone
Yeah.
else come on? To everyone who has joined in the chat, and the people who joined in on the panel as well, thank you. Big up to all of you. It's a big day tomorrow, and hopefully we win that game. Come on, you
I'm
Gunners.
gonna
Go
give
ahead.
my score prediction. I'm gonna very late. I'm gonna say 1-1, like I said. I'm gonna cut the keeper scoring for Villarreal, but I'm very sorry. I think you'll just go out. Bye bye.
Let's see whatever happens. Bye guys, let's see what happens
Arteta
tomorrow.
out.